And I am back. Hello. Welcome to what should be the actual start of the stream. I will probably delete the previous one. My name is Wacko, and this is one of my all-time favorite games. I played this for days and days and days with good friends of mine. I might tell you some of those stories as we play. This is one of those PC games that did not port over very well, so I haven't been able to play it since I first did in like 2000. And I've replicated kind of how I played it then, and I'm hoping to play as much of it as I can tonight. So this is probably going to be a really long, boring stream that nobody's going to watch. What you're looking at right now is the full camera configuration. You'll notice that the menu of the actual game is cropped off. That's because I've modded the game a little bit. Well, I didn't do it. I just installed the mods that allows me to go all the way up to 4K if I want. I'm not doing that. I'm doing something like 1200 because I wanted to keep it in the 4:3 aspect ratio it was originally designed for. But you'll notice that it's cut off, and we can make it full screen. But when the action actually starts, it's going to look like that. That's just FYI. I do have my wife, Gabrielle, with me in the back. She's going to be my co-pilot. You ready to be my wingman? Before we actually start the game, I should point out one last thing, because I know people will be curious when they watch this. I've got my HOTAS stick. This is the Cytec X52. This is pretty much what I used back in the day. I have whatever version was available at the time. It looked almost exactly the same, but it didn't light up all cool, and it wasn't USB. If it was USB, I probably would still be using it. I absolutely love that controller. The configuration I have this in is for Elite Dangerous when I play in VR. So I have, as you can see here, I believe I can make that full screen. Here we go. So I have my keyboard right here. I've got my controller and my throttle right here. These three screens. This one is for monitoring the stream itself so I can see the chat. This is the game screen. And this is Knight Rider. I just felt like watching Knight Rider. And at the moment, I'm kind of obsessed with cameras. So I'm sorry, with clocks. So there's a clock behind me. There's a clock in front of me, and I added a clock to the stream because why not? I've got my trusty pilot scarf. Need that. Let me throw that over the seat. And I believe that's all there is to say for right now. We're going to get into the actual game. Again, just an all-time favorite. This is a lot different from the game that Microsoft released for Xbox a couple of years later called High Road to Revenge. This is the original Crimson Skies with a better, superior story in Nathan Zachary, which, I think is kind of worthwhile. So, let's push some buttons here. Oh yeah, also on this stream I've got all of the planes. I apologize, they're not photoshopped out as well as they probably should be, but I've got all the planes that rotate through. My favorite one is the Fury. My personal plane is called the Mandrid, and I'm going to have to earn that plane again through play, so I'm hoping to be able to do that. I tried to download a save, but I could not find a save anywhere on the internet, because I want to fly the plane that I was best at. But yeah, I think that's about it here. Let's go to campaign. Yeah, since I haven't actually saved anything yet, we'll just start from here, I think. That's all good. I don't think I can change my plane. Oh, Android. I don't think I can do this yet, but let's give it a try. Can I choose my Fury yet? No, I can't. So, cancel purchase. There's nothing to buy yet. Ooh, it just suddenly got really loud. Not sure why it did that. Well, let's start the game and see if it's going to be a problem.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Zach.
Say those Medusas must throw some kind of party.
The canned coffee can't help, sir.
Yeah. Now, here's the whole works. Jack's filled you in on the real reason we're in Hawaii. Drake's Gold. Okay. Now, I've managed to narrow the list of potential sites down to 3. The first site is in this cliff here, on the Kapahaui Islands.
Hey, how does shipwreck get way up there?
We're looking for the treasure, Jack, not the ship.
Oh, yeah, the treasure.
The survivors may have rescued the gold from the wreck and hid it up on this cliff. Or I figure they may have buried it in this valley here at the second site. Or maybe the wreckage washed ashore into the same valley during a storm. Now, the third and last site's out here somewhere, probably in this reef. I'll need only one wingman for today's mission.
Yeah, sure, make me do all the work.
Actually, Jack, I was thinking of taking Betty.
What?
Yes, sir.
You'll get over it, Jack. We gotta give the new pilots as much flying time as we can afford. It's pretty quiet out there today, so I'm gonna give Betty here some tips on how to fly like a fortune hunter. Besides, Jack, I want you to ride with me in my plane. We'll check out each site from the air, get the lay of the land. If we find anything, I'll circle back around so you can bail out and verify the location from the ground.
Yeah, well, don't come crying to me when she shoots your tail off or something, okay?
Oh, you mean like that story Big John was telling me about you over Virginia, Jack? You know, the one where you shot up your own plane?
Hey,
Remember
that wasn't my fault.
Oh, sure.
What do you know? New kid's got moxie. You're all right.
Betty, I'll meet you outside, airborne in 15. The rest of you, no more parties till we get this gold job sewn up.
Yes, sir. What did you say? Yeah.
Okay. So I do apologize if the sound's going to be a little weird. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and fix that now. Hold on one second. Because that sounds a little weird to my ears. Well, what I'm saying right now may be washed out by the sound. I've got my wingman checking it out right now, and she'll come back to it. So let's go ahead and fly the mission. I just turned it down on my own headset, and I realized that might be it. So if it's not it, Gabby will tell me, and I'll just go in and manually turn it down in a sec. You have to fast forward to the end, because it sounded fine at the beginning. Okay, she played it. It sounded okay to me. Oh, okay. Throttle up.
Go make us millionaires. Yeah, and Betty, try not to kill the boss, okay? He's the only friend I got, you know.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Jack. I'll do my best.
Follow me,
They're kind-
Betty. Try to get a feel for your plane and keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, sir.
They're kind of mean to Betty, but this entire series is surprisingly
There's one of the
not
sites over there. See
sexist
it?
at all. Meaning that the pilots are female as well as male, and everybody has a chance for
See if you
fortune.
can see anything. There might be something else good down there.
Those carvings are the beginning of a cave. Say, there's an old altar down there. And I bet it has a few secrets. Golden secrets.
So there's some plot happening right now, so I'm being quiet.
This area is under British authority.
British? That's funny. I thought this was Hawaii, not Hong Kong.
For the fire.
At once. You will be fired upon.
I screwed that up. Oh man, I don't have the reflexes I did when I was 20, Gab.
Treasure notes.
Oh man, because I used to be able to shoot that thing apart, but not anymore. I'm all rusty. Hold on. Can't let. Oh, it actually worked. I hit them and it blew up the caravan of those British guys. So the actual plot of this game. Let me go to site number 2 real quick. The actual plot of this game is that the United States collapsed snow crash style. Go.
See that? Looks like some sort of camp. I'll bet it belonged to a survivor of the wreck.
Worth checking out, boss?
Definitely.
Okay, so the actual plane is over here, which is why we never checked that out. But yeah, America's broken into, I think, 23 different states, and air pirates and the Zeppelin are king, and it's just high adventure. I have the ability, by the way, to switch my different perspectives. I think I'll switch to first person for a little bit.
Boss, do you see it?
Atta girl. That's it, all right. Now that's the main
Off the
treasure
throttle.
site. I'm sure of it. Jack, I'm going to fly over the site again. Get ready to bail out for a closer look.
I don't know if this first-person view is as interesting to any viewers I might eventually have, so I'll probably switch it back to third.
Jack is away. Let us know what you find down there, buddy.
Pandora, this is Jack. Moving to Site 3. Looks like we hit the jackpot. Copy that. Pandora on
I
the
remember
way.
this.
No need to follow that order, Spark.
Yep.
Now
What
that
do you
you
say?
found our treasure, Nathan, you and your floozy can scram. If you know what's good for you.
Your treasure. Nice try, sister. But this claim is mine. Pirate's code, fair and square. You tell Justine that spending a night with me does not mean she gets to spend my look.
Woohoo!
Yeah? Well, maybe a little swim will change your mind.
Medusa's coming in, sir. Woohoo! Did you see that explosion?
I took out
Boss, that
I took out the Zeppelin before they even got here because they have fuel tanks that they're carrying in their cargo hold like a bunch of idiots. So I was able to just hit a couple of missiles and blow them up. And I will not be this good for every level, by the way. I've played this one so many times that even 20 years later, 18 years later, I'm still like, yeah, I know exactly what to do. I'm also going right through my rockets because why not? Because the mission's over. So I can fire all these rockets without any downside. Hey, there's a smoke signal over there. That I don't remember. Oh, that's the volcano. Oh, there's another bad guy. I thought I got them all.
On your left, bandit at 9 o'clock.
There it is. I like to pull back on my throttle when I'm pulling up. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I do a lot of that in Elite Dangerous as well.
Say, Betty,
There we
you're
go.
a regular wildcat. Not a half-bad pilot either.
It's cool that there's a lot of non-death in this game as well. Because there's a
women will be
pilot.
the end of me. You see
I could
any
probably
more
shoot him
Medusas?
down, but I don't know why I'd want to do
You
that.
looking for a
Not the kind of
date?
player.
Ha! I draw the line at dames who
Hey,
shoot at.
Gab, can you go back to the stream and just type something in the chat just so I can make sure there is one? There's nobody watching. I
So
just
how
want to
you
make sure.
feeling after your first proper fight? You want to head back to the Pandora and call it a day, or scout around some more?
I'm good, boss. Whatever you want, I'll follow you.
Meanwhile, in Knight Rider, this guy's trying to break into the car. He just threw a brick against the glass and it bounced off and hit his buddy in the head. This is the first episode that I'm watching right now. I've randomly selected some episodes in the background. For all I know, you can hear them. I'll get copyright claimed because of Knight Rider. That'd be funny. Now, there's a good chance that I am about to die because I don't remember how to properly dock, and I used to die a lot doing it. Hopefully there's no retraction. I don't actually remember, but I'm going to give this a try.
Welcome home, Skipper. So, are we rich yet?
Looks good, kid, but we shall see.
Oh, I got it. Awesome. That seems reasonably dangerous. Let's switch to see how we did. Mission completed. Mission results. Run time 5 minutes 52 seconds. Gun hit ratio 5%. That's pretty average for me. I like to spray. Cash earned $900. Overall planes down to 3. Okay. That's my best to date because I haven't done this yet. Oh, that's cool. Oh, good. Yes, I see it. I don't have a chat on my stream because no one ever says anything to me because no one ever watches it. You're one of them, and the other one may be a bot. But it still turns on like your like performance voice. Like this can be kind of draining. If I was just playing it all night, but like out of Steam twice as fast. I'm not even on camera right now, and I'm doing the hand gestures and stuff. An ancient carved idol in an unprecedented state of preservation, as well as a cat has been discovered by explorers. The cave, at first believed to be an unusual dormant volcanic event, is in fact man-made, hewn from living rock. The idol is believed to be Lono, the ancient Hawaiian god of the harvest. Its 3-ton bulk was carved from the native basalt and inland with semi-precious averaging? Black pearls and an intricate mosaic of coral bits. Archaeologists from the University of Pacifica estimate this artifact will be over 700 years old. I don't know if I've ever read this all the years I played it. It was beautiful, yet at the same time oddly disquieting, said Nathan Zachary, leader of the aerial expedition. How they dragged that rock up the steep hillside and then managed to go about it. Oh, there's no That's funny. It says continue and there's no continue button. Alright, return to cabin. See if there's... Oh, that's neat. I can change them to all these different things. Let's see here. Wonder if that's his mom. It's his dog. Don't want to make my dog jealous. Don't want to make my wingman jealous either, so let's not put a lady up here. Gabby, which one of these pictures should I use for my memento? Oh, she's going for the man. I'm like, I don't want to have pretty girls up because I don't want to make Gabby jealous. And then she's like, hey, put the sexy man up there. No, man, let's do it. Let's do it. How about a picture of it adventuring? We can change it later. There's a secret around here somewhere. Somewhere you press U or something like that. Every time I click back, it gets too loud. I hope that's not a total thing. So I guess I just push this button. Cabin. Ah, next mission. There we go. Meanwhile, Kit is now racing in a race, and there's a kid in the backseat.
The Medusas that made us a popular dance partner. The spotters just sighted a group of British Balmoral bombers and their fighter escort headed our way.
British? What are they doing in Hawaii?
We'll deal with that later. Right now, it looks like they want the treasure for themselves.
So what now, boss?
Two things. Stop those bombers from blowing our treasure to Kingdom Come, and find out where they came from.
Oh, sure, we can just ask him. Excuse me, old chap, mind telling me the location of your secret military base?
First things first, Jack. When we launch, we'll hit their fighter escort. After we shoot down the fighters, destroy all the bombers but one. After we isolate that last bomber, I'm going to force them to let me board.
What?
Jack, you'll fly shotgun with me. I'll fly over the last bomber and match its speed. Once I've got us in position, Jack will take over my plane so I can climb out and jump down onto the bomber's wing and climb into the cockpit. Once I have control of the Balmoral and the rest of the fighter escorts have been cleared out, we'll head back and dock with the Pandora.
I know the Balmorals are swanky machines, Captain, but nice enough to risk your neck for? What gives?
Now, I'm hoping there's a map, code book, or a talkative pilot on that bomber so we can find out where all these Brits are coming from. I don't want any more surprise visitors spoiling our plans to rescue that gold from the sea. Now, everyone get ready. We launch in 5.
Oh, I just realized why that music's so loud. That's the default sound. I went into the preferences and I turned it down at one point. It's most likely what's happening. Make it full screen during the cutscenes, I think.
There they are, Captain.
This is British Recon Team Bravo, commencing search in the area for the treasure site now.
Here they come. British escort fighters breaking to attack.
Remember, people, we need to take out the fighter escort before attempting to steal one of those bombers. There'll be a lot more agreeable without any consent.
I remember there being something about once it's on fire that you can kind of leave them, but I don't quite recall. So we'll just keep blowing them up until they're dead for now.
Recon Team Bravo to base. We're under attack by pirates. Send reinforcements immediately.
We're not pirates, we're privateers.
Coast is clear, boss.
All right, man.
Hey, my wingman actually did a good job. Because there were more than 2 fighters. Oh, whoa!
Got him in good. Boss, this is Sparks. 4 British fighters heading your way. Attention enemy aircraft. This is Lieutenant Lieutenant of the Royal Air Force. Disengage your attack immediately.
Now we're gonna have to dock.
Isn't it almost tea time? Do you want me to give you 1 lump or 2?
Turn it down a little bit here.
I shall enjoy putting you in your place, pirate.
There's only 1 bomber left. but they won't let us board until we've taken out their escort.
Ah. Wish I'd realized that. I'd have gone taking them out right away. Man, my wingmen are great. I don't remember that being the case. This is awesome.
Oh dear, I'm a bit shot up here, over. Trader strike spotted west of tip of the island. Proceeding to quick
Enjoy your spotted dick.
By 34.5 and commencing bombing run.
That doesn't give us much time, boys. We need to isolate one of those bombers and hijack it before the treasure site is destroyed.
Oh, I hope they don't blow up my treasure site. Would hate to lose my second mission because I wasn't fast enough. Let's try to speed this up a little. Hugging the Mountain's pretty smart. This AI is pretty great. I was just gonna unload bombs into him until I got a hold of him anyway. Okay, switching to first-person view. Ah, that's fun. So I bet I have to dock this with it now. Apologize about the itchy eye. I've got something in it.
Cover me and let's get back to the Pandora.
All right. So I was mentioning before that this is like a steampunk, like future 1930s, where the United States had broken up, and I think a lot of the other nations did too. But because of air travel, like Zeppelins actually were successful, and airfare was easy to do. So then you got pirates, and then you got legitimate people. And Nathan's a privateer, so he doesn't just steal. Actually, right now he's not stealing at all. He's just fighting for his rights.
Come on, boss. You're cleared to land.
I think shooting down another nation is kind of questionable, though. Just before, I meant to show that cutscene at the very beginning of the game, but his partner betrayed him. Oh. There must be a trick to this that I don't remember. I remember this being hard, but I don't remember exactly how to do it. Anyway, yeah, his partner betrayed him and blew up half of his team at the very beginning of the game. And you actually get that in the cutscenes, I'm sorry, in the installer, which is something that I've never actually seen before, and I haven't seen it since, where the game's installing and it gives you some of the plot as you go, like a radio adventure. It's pretty rad. If I remember, I'll go back and I'll play it. I can't play the installer because my computer's too fast, but I can go find it on YouTube and then bounce it over here. There we go. Okay, so we're nice and slow. Let's get a little bit of altitude and a little bit of speed. Okay, and then let's slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Oh, I might blow up. Boy, this is hard. Let me switch back to first person. Maybe that'll help. Doesn't sound like this plane's very happy about it. I like doing a lot of loop-de-loops. Okay, this might blow me up, and if it does, I'll have to do all of that again. I think I've got about one hit left on me. Ooh, this is hard. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay. So the trick is I do have to hit it from behind. I didn't realize that. I thought I could hit it from any direction. Yay, me! Meanwhile, in Knight Rider, bring that up. Meanwhile, in Knight Rider, the crooks have managed to steal the car. Kit's not going to let that happen. He's not going to let that stand for long, I don't think. Let's go here and listen. I'm not very good at reading these, so I don't really plan to. Oh, nice! I see how that works. So that's how I get my favorite car. I have to wait for the blueprint to be available. That's neat. Got a medal for that? Alright. Okay, so maybe I can jump out and steal this. I don't remember that being a thing, but it might be. Return to cabin. So if I wanted to right now, Mandrid is what I like to call my plane. Okay, and then if I wanted to, I could make one of these 3 planes. Okay. So now I've got more choices. Still don't have the Fury. The Fury's the one that we want. Let's return to the main menu real quick, go into the preferences, and turn that audio
Heads
down.
up. Bandits coming in on the Pandora. I
There
made
we
4
go.
peacemakers. British.
Didn't seem to change anything, but hey, what are you gonna do? Next mission.
Okay, you mugs, listen up. Thanks to the cipher machine we recovered from the Balmoral bomber, Sparks and I were able to piece together the rough location of a base. Now, Jack and I flew recon this morning and found this.
Whoa, the British are coming. Wait a minute. They need all that just to recover a sunken treasure?
I doubt it. Maybe King George has his eye on the islands. Looks like they're planning some play against the Hawaiian royal family.
Like the Limies don't have their hands full with Uncle Adolf and the Japanese. Greedy teabags.
The Japanese are precisely why the Brits would be so keen to force a colony down the Hawaiians' throats. It would complete their chain of naval bases all the way from Singapore. Politics aside, it's a swell deal for us. Take a look. Inside their dry dock are some of those new Zepp-mounted utility cranes Sparks has been dreaming about.
Hot dog, Skipper. Those new Southampton D-88s are the cat's meow. Genuine first-class gear.
That's why I'm thinking we need to get our hands on those babies.
No kidding. Those will cut salvage time in half.
At least. So, Jack,
Yeah?
try not to demolish them, okay? I still remember Calcutta.
Hey, you know the Calcutta thing was an accident? I had something in my eye.
Okay. Now here's the plan. The joint's pretty low on defenses. Take out all these buildings along the rim of the burnt-out volcano. That'll send them running. And one thing, I saw an AA gun there. Watch out for it. Now down here, they're working on an airstrip. Looks like they got some sort of forced labor camp set up too.
Labor camp.
Uh-oh, now they've gone and made Big John sore.
Him and me both. So if you get the chance, give those guard towers and barracks down there the business. Maybe we'll help out the locals a bit too.
Rooting for the underdog again, Captain?
I try. Now, when we're done, I want everyone back aboard the Pandora. Any questions?
No.
Okay. I want everyone in the air in 15. Let's get to it! This should be a cinch. Keep your eyes peeled just the same. I don't want any surprises. Our targets are over the main base in the airfield work camp. Over.
Roger that, Captain. No problem.
Read you loud and clear, Chief.
Hey, Captain, there's that work camp down there. Should we attack it? Over?
Stay focused, Jack. We're here to take out the main base first. After that,
Is it hard
we
to
can
read?
swing back here and deal with that work camp.
So I thought I was paying attention to the briefing, but I didn't realize I was going to be in the bomber when I did this. Who's shooting at me? There we go. Take that out.
Careful, you got them all hot and bothered.
Okay. So I keep scratching my eye. I've got something in it. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut this stream off sooner than I had planned. I'm going to defeat this level.
Swell.
And
Looks like the Brits got some point defense balloons up.
Ah.
We'll need to take them out if we want to secure this base.
Copy that, boss.
The base is under attack. Man all fire stations. Enemy planes inbound. Balloon turret teams, open fire.
balloon turrets. So yeah, I'm gonna beat this game, this level, and then I'm gonna have to wash my eye out. Generally, when I do that, it requires like me to be in the shower to get underneath the faucet, so it's gonna take me a few minutes. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back and I'll play some more. I realize that nobody's watching this, but I'm enjoying the stream. And oh shit, this isn't a fighter plane. I can't kill the gas like that. I'm enjoying the stream and I'm enjoying playing the game, so I might as well do both at the same time. I've never actually done a marathon before,
Watch that defensive fire.
so I might as well do that now.
Balloons are gone. Good work, gang. Zachary here. Let's hit those buildings. Grab those balloons. It should be a
Destroy the
turkey shoot.
barracks. That's right, it should be easy. Oh, their building is up one. That's cool.
That's right. Keep up the pressure on that base.
This is the base commander. We are
Pretty
under
movable
attack.
little
All
bomber.
personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat, begin evacuation.
Oh, I might have really screwed that up just now. I don't know if I can recover. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Let's go up this leg and try again. This game features a lot of neat custom planes. The main motif of these planes is to put the propellers behind you and push you forward. Yeah. I wish I had an eye patch. I'd wear it right now. I'd be an air pirate with an eye patch. That'd stop me from scratching my eye. What am I destroying here? British Space Destroy Machine Shop. Really? I hope nobody's in it.
Well done. By the time they can rebuild this place, we'll be rich. And long gone.
Attention, pirates. This is the British commander. We surrender. Repeat, the base is yours.
That takes care of that, fellas. Head back to the Pandora. We're done for the day. Good job.
I must have taken out those workhouses early because they said we could do it afterwards. And I don't see it now. I'm trying to go through my targeter and I don't see it. Just gonna go check out a couple of things before I jump in. I'm gonna open fire on this, see if it... Yeah, low altitude, you think? Alright, now that I know the trick to this, now that I remember how to dock, should be fairly easy. Just gotta go this way for a minute. I should mention that I used to be an air traffic controller. When I played this, I had only been out of the Air Force and out of the job for, I don't know, 3-4 months at most. So, I didn't like it whenever they broke the rules of aviation. It's been a long enough time now that I don't remember the rules of aviation, so I can have a little bit more swashbuckling fun than I could then. But yeah, coming up behind it just reminds me of making left close traffic report dock in sight. Cleared to dock. There we go. Evidently I can hit that at full speed too, which is cool. Okay, once we're docked, we'll listen to the wrap-up, and then I'll go and I'll come back in probably half an hour. Meanwhile, on Knight Rider, they're investigating something. Actually, this is part 2, and I didn't catch who the villain was. I recognized him from Star Trek. He's the "Yay, brother" guy. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I know you can hear it on my mic just a little bit, so I wanted to show it. Alright, let's go back to the menu and do our debrief. Oh, the hit point ratio is up to 20%. That's good. Didn't earn any cash on that one. Okay. Well, there was no wrap-up, so... that's it for now. Again, I have something in my eye. I've got to go wash it out. I can't ignore it anymore. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll come back and I'll play some more of this game. With any luck, I'll have beaten it tonight. No, I take that back. I do hope there's a little bit of mission tomorrow because I bought a pilot's cap. I just decided to stream before it arrived, so I'm hoping to do that. I will be back soon. Oh, let me make a pose real quick, actually, since I've got a moment. So I can make the thumbnail for later on. Bye.